Okay, hello, good evening, Keanu. Welcome to today's class. Okay, before we go, just like usual, can you turn on your camera, Keanu, so we can make our class more interactive? Let's go, Ken. You can turn on your camera.
Okay, all right.
Okay, thank you, Keanu, yeah, for turning on your camera. So, welcome to the class, Keanu. So, for today, we will go for the last module of the module 4, yeah. We will go for module 4 and lesson 4, which is we will go about the project presentations, which we will try to finish our last project, which we make some machine learning models for Kaggle competitions. So, basically, we
Okay,
will try to continue and also hopefully we can finish, yeah. And then in the next week, we will go for the new topics, which we will try to go for getting to know the Panda 3D for next week
okay.
lessons. Okay, and just like usual, Kenu, before we go, maybe I want to ask about you, about your routine. Kenu, can you share to me how was your day? How was the week? What you did on this week, Kenu?
It was fine. I I went to school. That's it.
Okay, you have a school, you have a business in your school, right?
Nope. Only school. That's it.
Only school for
Yes.
today.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the reason you attend lately? So we need to try to start our class at 7, but you
Oh yeah, I
fever
was home.
to.
I wasn't home at that time.
Oh, oh, I see. Okay, thank you for the updates anyway. Anyway, also Keanu, we will try to go maybe our class on this Sunday. Yeah, hopefully you can, Keanu. Yeah.
Okay.
So because
Yes.
we need to go for we need to continue our class, so we will be on
Yes.
time.
Okay.
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 Maybe
Okay.
I will arrange on Sunday at maybe at 2 p.m. I think, yeah, or maybe 3 p.m. or maybe
All right.
on the evening, yeah, maybe just like 4 and 5. I will tell you. Hopefully you can attend. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for joining the lessons. Maybe we will try to go here for our today's lessons, Keanu. Okay, we'll share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen, Keanu? Yeah, you can, yeah.
Yes, I can skip screen, sir.
So it's about the module 4 and lesson 4. It's about project presentations, which is wrapping up, yeah. So we will go for wrapping up our last module for the module 4. Okay, so we go for discussions, results of the competition. So it's time to announce the result, yeah. So basically, we will track the rankings anyway when we go for the class of the group, yeah, group, not private. It will be ranking, but that's okay, yeah, because we only you and me on here. So I think we will go. We will try to finish the project, so we will get the better result for this one. Okay. Could we say that the projects with the best results have exactly the same code and idea for the solutions? So project differ in their approach to solving a task. Studying each other's ideas, let's us to take a fresh look at the problem and find new ways to solve it. So basically, when we have different projects in the how to solving the task and so on. So basically, when we studying each other's ideas, we will able to take a fresh look, yeah, at the problem and also find a new ways to solve it. We are exploring different approaches and ideas that help people get higher spots in the rankings. So in today's lessons, what we will go, so we will come up with the secrets of the successful projects. We also will try to go provide the final solutions for digital edu portal, write a group code that combines all the secrets together, and also assemble a team on the kaggle.com and also upload the group solutions to the kaggle.com. Okay, so we go for discussion first. It's about the secrets of successful projects. So now we will discuss the projects and share ideas. So first, we need to learn to accept feedback calmly. And also, we will try to go for understand that mistakes are a good thing, which they able to help us grow. Yeah. So basically, the mistakes not the just like it's a problem and it will make more decrease our performance, but not yeah. It will help us grow. Something that we need to know. And the data
Okay,
conversion
what
stage
what
can
will make us what will make us grow?
the mistakes. So we
Oh,
can learn
the
from that
mistakes. Yeah.
mistakes. Okay.
Okay.
So now for the data conversion stage, which can significantly affect the accuracy of the model. So we will try to recall which the three tasks are being solved at this stage. So first about the converting data, yeah. So basically, what we need to do is first we need to convert data to the numerical format, and then second we need to go for data cleaning process, and also the last part we need to generating new characteristics. So basically, we need to go for that kind of lessons, yeah, which we need to convert. We go for data cleaning and also generating a new characteristic for this one. And we will try to discuss each item separately. So what strategies have we used to convert data to be a numerical format? Okay, go. Okay, so converting data to numerical format. we will use the variables, which is 0 and 1, yeah, which is just like a boolean kind of, yeah, that we have learned. We can also use a numerical scale instead of word-based values, which like 1, 2, 3 instead of little, average, and a lot. Yeah. So basically, we need to go for a numerical format. Do not use words-based, yeah, just like little, average, a lot, because we need to convert them to be able to use in a machine learning model. Can okay. And then once again, so what strategy did we need to apply to each characteristic? Okay, so what characteristics did we need to remove and why? Okay, so we will try to go on here. So acceptable reasons for removing characteristics. At this stage of explore data analysis, the grouping or maybe diagram showed that the characteristic is not related to the target variable. And for example, the
Okay.
proportions of those who both the course is approximately the same among users who work or maybe
Or
study
study.
for this one. And acceptable reasons for removing characteristics. So we need to try to comparing the accuracy of the models that contain or maybe do not contain the characteristic. For example, for this
Right.
one, if we exclude a certain column from the data set before fitting the model, which it will affect the accuracy, yeah, which is it will the accuracy of the predictions will be improved, yeah, when we exclude a certain column. Basically,
Okay.
that's column that not related to our models. So basically, by we excluding them, it will make our model have the higher accuracy, which it will be good enough, yeah. But we need to also check it's related to our data or not. If it's related, we don't need to remove them because it will decrease our accuracy. But when we have the model that not related to our that able to increase our models, we already learned about this by using the matrix correlations on the previous lessons, Kano, yeah. We go for the correlation matrix that's like the colors that you can see in the previous lessons. So when we go for the related, it will able to increase our model performance. So we need to divide them to be able to increase, or maybe it will be decreasing. So now, what new characteristics have been generated? Why this particular characteristics, and then also how was it generated? What data was it based on? And also have we test the model with and maybe without the data characteristics. So we will try to go and for checking this. Okay, so let's go with summarize our ideas. So basically, we will try to put our new ideas into the practice. So we will try to team up and write the code together where we will try to use our best ideas. We can also compare
Right?
the result of our group work with that of developers living in the other cities. So basically, for this one, for teamwork, all the team members take part in the writing the code. They generate the ideas, recall the syntax, and also write the functions code. And also the captain can distribute the individual functions, writing tasks among the team members, and also the final function should be put together on the one computer only for this one. And but something important for this one, we need to build a group model based on a training dataset. There's no need to apply the model to test the data yet, and also to check the accuracy of the model for the first time, we need to apply the train test split functions to the data from the train.csv. Yeah. So basically, we'll try to applying this, which is the train underscore the test underscore the split functions. Okay, so let's go. We go again to the working on the group project Scanu. So we can go for the Visual Studio Code again for this one. Let's go. We open the project Scanu. We will try to
Okay,
continue
wait.
for the today's lesson.
Automator, is it okay if I eat? If I'm eating?
Oh, that's okay. But
Okay.
please continue the projects, yeah.
Okay,
That's okay.
okay,
Keep
wait.
eating. That's very okay. But something that you need to finish is you need to also finish the projects. You can follow me also. Okay, so you can open this and open for module 4 and lesson 4, Keanu. Open the module 4 and also lesson 4, which is on here. We can find it on the number 16. And then open the number 1. Yeah. If you want to read the documentations, also uh, it's also feel free if you want to check. You can also check about the documentation of this, but we will try to go for number 16, and then we go for the PSG group
Where's
projects.
the documentation? Can you see my screen?
Sorry? Wait, I will see yours.
Can you see my
Yeah.
screen?
Yes. Okay, yeah. Can you go back? Click back button. For a while, I want to check is it correct or not. Okay, yes, that's
Yes.
correct. Yes, that's correct.
Automator, can I refill my water?
Yeah, yeah, you can.
Okay.
Okay, just make it quick, yeah, because we need to finish this. Okay, maybe I will also try to prepare this one so you can see my this.
Siap, I'm done here.
Have you
Yes,
done?
sir. I'm done.
Yes.
Yes.
Have you done, Keanu? Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, let's go. We try to finish this. Wait.
Okay, wait. Import minus SPD.
Okay. So what we need to do now is we will try to continue and also finish this project lesson, Keanu. So basically, we will try to go for this one and check for the accuracy. Yeah. So what we need to do now is we need to import some library. Okay, we can type import pandas SPD just like usual because it's important. Yeah, it's important aspect that we will use it. And also for now, we need to also go for you go for the NumPy ya, import
Yeah.
NumPy as NP. Make sure that it's not showing like maybe danger or maybe so on or error. But if you found that's like a danger, we need to import this. For me, I'm already good enough for this one.
Wait, what do you mean by dangerous?
Sorry.
What do you mean by dangerous?
Okay, let me see your code. Yeah. Okay, your code is okay. Danger, that means you are not installed the NumPy. But I see that your
Oh,
VS Code already installed the NumPy, so it will be good. Yeah, we can continue. Okay. Okay. So
all
what
right.
we need to do now? So we will try to go now for importing for opening the data. Yeah. So let's go. We make the data frame Keanu df equal pd dot read underscore csv because the file extension is csv. And we need to open maybe the train first, yeah, the train. Just right click on here and then copy relative path and then paste on here. Okay. Make sure it's inside the single or maybe double quotations for this one. Now maybe for the testing, I also want to create this pd.readcsv. And now this one is for
Oh,
test, yeah. Right click
okay.
and then click the copy relative path. Okay, this one, Keanu. Let's go. You need to create this. Maybe first we can check the information, Keanu, yeah, before we go. I will type this one, print df.info. It's for informations about about the df, and then print also for the df test. .info. So basically, I want to check the informations about the this data frame, Keanu. Okay, as you can see, yeah. So I have the two kinds of the data frame, which on the first, it will showing us the data frame for the train, which is it's already not good enough, yeah, because as you can see, the data is not same. We have some null value on here, and also, but on the testing, it's already good enough because it's not have a null value. As you can see, yeah, the value of all the columns already the same. Okay, you can type this and then type the print, Keanu. Let's go.
Yeah.
Print the df.info. And then make sure the name of this, as you can see, it must be df underscore test. Make it different, Keanu, because if you make it the same, it will automatically convert it this to be this one.
Oh yeah.
So make
Yeah.
sure we
Okay.
need
Okay. I
to
forgot to
differentiate
use
that.
the
Okay,
variable. Yeah.
that's okay. Okay, let's go for number two.
That means also
Yeah, right. Also the df test, yeah, for now. And
yes.
then
Yes.
run. We will try to check our data on here. Let's run this. Okay, as you can see, yeah. So you can also scroll up, Keanu, if you want to check about the df train. You can scroll up a little bit.
Oh.
Okay, so it's about the df train. As you can see, the data is not properly good because we have some non-null values on here. Not like the df test, because it's already been converted and we can use it immediately. Okay, so but for now we will try to go because on here we don't need to we don't need to use all columns on here, Ken. So we will try to remove some columns that we don't need to use. So basically, what we need to do, we can go for df drop. Okay, so we will try to drop the sum values on here. So maybe I will try to drop the so I will try to drop the sum of this, yeah. Okay, let's go. We drop it, Keanu.
You drop the sum of what?
you can type the df drop for this one. Can you?
I did.
I did. Okay, you did type the drop. So we will try to drop some values. Can you guess what columns that we need to drop on here? Maybe can you guess columns that we don't need to use?
B-date city education form.
And then what's again? Any ideas?
Result.
Result. And then any ideas again?
Relation.
Any ideas again?
Followers count.
Followers count.
Graduation.
Okay, that's good, yeah. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so let's go. We try to dropping, but maybe for this we will try to using the we need to go for dropping the df first, which is we will try to go for dropping the data. Okay, maybe we will try to go for making it like variable df clean. So basically on here, maybe for make it quick, we will try to dropping the only null variable, just like this, type this one. So for comparison, maybe we can type this one. So this one is for checking our current data. So we can go for df dot isna dot sum. So basically for this one, it will checking our data. Thus we have the, okay, like this. Okay, just like this. And then after that, we will check after we remove the data. Does our data of the df, which is our train data, is already good enough, proper enough to use or not? Print what for df underscore clean. Maybe we will make it quick. Dot info. Okay, type this one, Keanu. Okay, I will try to. Okay, so first, as you can see, we have previously we have some null variables on the birthday, education form, city, occupation type, and also occupation name. So we have some non-null. But right now, because we already removed that, we drop the not a number of values. It will be just like this. As you can see, it already clean, yeah. Maybe for this approach, we will try to go for using this. Let's go, Keanu. You can type it. Maybe I will also copy this to you. You can also paste this. Okay. Just like that, you can paste this for replacing
I already wrote it. What is ISNA for again? ISNA.
So, sorry? ISNA is for checking how many null variables, how many null columns on here. So
and
that's
for drop is the,
and drop is for dropping the null. So basically we want to check, do we have a null or not? When we have, we will try to removing it. Okay.
Okay, besar.
Okay. Are you done?
Sir. Yes.
Okay. After this
done.
done.
I was already done. Yes, I was done.
Okay, you done writing like me? Okay, so you're already writing code like me, yeah. So now for now, we will try to go for importing new library. So we will import the sklearn dot preprocessings import. We will try to import the label encoder for labeling our code, and then we will make a categorical columns on here, which equal to our data, which is on here. We go for data clean, because we already clean our data on here, because we already clean this one. Okay. And then on here, we will try to select the types, which is the types. We will try to including the objects, because the object is like this one, like the education form, education status, lengths, and so on. In the previous, we need to convert it manually. But for now, you can use the label encoder to make it quick, because in the actual, we will maybe often use this, because if you want to convert this manually, we can use the map just like the previous lessons. But it takes time for doing this. So I will make sure that we can go as quick as possible and you learn as good as possible. So basically, you can type just like this. So that means I want to also including the objects and also for the columns. Okay, just like this. And then we can make a label
Oh,
encoder
okay, okay,
for
wait,
this.
okay, wait, okay, wait, wait.
Okay, maybe
To
I will
learn
make it.
pre-processing what? What the, okay, what is that again?
It's for pre-processing the data. It's for converting data from the categorical format to be numerical format. Because on the machine learning, we need to go for making it for a number. Okay. Okay, just like
To
this.
from what to numerical format?
To numerical format. Yes, we need to convert that to be numerical format. So we need to apply this one.
Uh, convert what?
We need to convert the objects, which is the
Oh yeah,
objects is just like the text to be a number. So we need to go for this one, which is label encoder.
the object is like the like what
It's
is it?
just
Yeah,
a
the
text
column, the
string,
column.
the text, just like the text. Maybe
Oh yeah,
like
oh yeah,
application,
yeah,
just like
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
blah blah
Okay,
blah
okay,
blah blah.
okay.
That's one. Okay, we calling the label encoders on here, and then on here we calling the
And for
call,
categorical
which
calls,
equal
what
the
is that?
sorry
Categorical calls.
categorical calls. Oh, this one is the variable, which is we want to include the our train data yeah that already clean, which we want to include also the objects. So that means
Okay,
we are not excluding the objects on here, but we
so
also
only the
inserting this.
objects. Okay, okay.
We are also including, not excluding, including the objects. Because
Oh,
if you don't use it,
include objects.
yes, it will only using the float or maybe integer data type
Oh,
yeah, for this one.
why not the objects also?
It's inserting the objects, can because we use include. Include that means we want to also insert it the objects. If you don't use
Okay,
the include objects, we will excluding them.
okay, okay.
Okay.
But why? Why exclude the objects if you don't use include?
On here we need to also use the objects. We need to use, so we need to include. So that means object will be
Ah,
converted to be a number.
now why did then when I don't use include the object isn't included?
Okay, you if you don't want to use them because maybe the information is not specific enough, or maybe just like I tell you at the first, it's not related and so on, so we need to exclude them. But for this, for the learning purposes, I will try to go for including the object so you will know. Okay.
Wait, no, no, no. Well, what I mean is when I just type like if I don't type the circuit types, why
Oh,
doesn't it
okay.
what doesn't it include objects?
It will excluding the objects, it will automatically
Yeah,
excluding.
why?
Because basically for data categorical calls, it will only inserted the numerical formats, which is the data types will be
Oh,
integer and float. It will be inserted, and the object will not be inserted. So that's why
because
we
it
need
is
to
not a
also,
numerical format. Okay, okay.
yeah, that's why we need to also exclude this yeah, because we want to use also the this one yeah, which is the numerical format. Okay, just like this.
Okay, okay.
Maybe if you okay, it's kind of long, so I will try to help you by copying the task. Okay, as you can see, you also haven't copied the. Maybe you can also copy my code, because I think you haven't import the label encoder. So maybe you can also import
I
pip,
already
yeah.
did. I already did. I already did.
Type pip install sklearn. So we will try to use the sklearn on here. Maybe you can also just copy my code.
Wait a minute. Oh, what is the problem?
Because you haven't import the sklearn, Keanu.
I already did, Mister.
You can copy, just type pip. Okay, just go for the terminal, Keanu. Go terminal, and then type pip install sklearn. Pip install sklearn.
Okay, wait. I think.
Go terminal and then type pip install sklearn. Sklearn.
Hmm? What
Any problem?
error, Mister?
Okay, maybe how about you type this one? Pip install, space, SCIKIT dash, okay, and learn. Okay, enter.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Just wait for this.
Hey.
Okay, just wait for this, yeah. You need to wait for this one.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay, are you done? Okay, let's go. We will try to continue our lessons again, Keanu, yeah. Okay, so after we finish this one, so what we need to do now is we need to also importing some again, yeah. Okay, you can type this from what? From sklearn pre-processing. Okay, so what we need to do now, we need to import using the label encoder. So, but now for the testing, yeah. But maybe for this, we can use after this. We just need to copy, yeah. Anyway, we need to copy this one. So I will make it a note, yeah, for this. Maybe it's for train data set, and then this one is for testing data set. Test data set. What we need to do is we just need to change this one, yeah, which is the df clean. Yeah. Okay, maybe you can just copy my code, Keanu. I will send you df test. So okay, so basically for this one we will try to go for the df test, yeah, which is it will go for our data for the df test. You can copy this. I will send you in the chat. Okay, okay, just need copy and paste this on maybe on the line 25, maybe, yeah, to make it properly good. Because we need to make some space on here, yeah. Okay, and then after that we will try to check, yeah. How about our print df clean, maybe dot head. Maybe I will showing only 3, for example, and also I will also checking for the this one, yeah. Maybe for the df underscore test. Okay, and then maybe it's for print df print, and then it's for the test. Maybe you can also copying this, Keanu,
Wait.
and then I will try to run this.
Wait, Mister.
That's okay. Just need to wait this one. Okay, as you can see now, it's converted to be a number just like this. All the informations, all the columns now already converted to be a number just like this, Keanu. Have you done? Just you can copying this also.
Okay, wait.
I will send you the. Okay,
Okay.
I've sent you the code, yeah, in the chat box. You can copying that. So as you can see, now we already converted the data to be numerical format in all columns, yeah, and it's already good enough for doing this.
Hold on, Mister. Wait.
And maybe I will continue. Yeah, you can also follow along. So we'll make the training for this one, yeah. Explain, which is it will go for the F clean. We will drop the result there because we don't need to use the result because it's the already have the result. So we'll try to just using our data and then we want to predict by our case, yeah, on this one. And then let's go. We print the X-train. Then we can also make the Y train after this, yeah. So Y underscore train, which is it for training our Y train. Okay, just copying
Wait,
this.
Mister, wait, Mister, wait.
Okay,
Can you scroll up a bit? Can you scroll up a bit?
okay, just like
Yeah,
this.
scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. Wait, Mister.
Okay, maybe I can copying you this one, Kenu. So you will be good enough because yeah, we have the limitations on our time, yeah. So I will send you maybe my code so you can follow along again. Okay, I've sent you, yeah, in the chat of the Zoom. You can check that. I've sent you in the chat, in the Zoom chat. You can copy them and then maybe just paste. You can replace that and paste this on here. Can you go for the chat, Zoom chat, Kenu, and copy my code?
Okay, wait, yes.
Okay, you can using them and then just try to copy. Okay, okay, and don't use that again. Okay, good. Let's go. We continue. Yeah, you already in the same like me on the Y train. So what we need to do
Okay.
now is we need to importing some correlated. Yeah, it will also showing us just like previous. Yeah, it will showing us the correlation matrix. So how to do this? We need to import first again the matplotlib on here. Matplotlib dot pyplot as plt, and then import the seaboard as SNS.
This is to create the graph, right?
Yeah, it will showing us the graph. Okay, they have clean. And then on here, we will go for showing the correlation matrix. And then what we need to go now is we will try to PLT, PLT the figure. Maybe we can go for the fixed size. Okay, maybe we will go for, maybe for this one to be 60 and maybe 60 and maybe 15, yeah, maybe for this one. And also for the heat map, we can go for the this one, which is the data clean. We use the annotations, so we need to make it true. And then maybe for this one, we will make also the FMT, yeah, to make it proper, good. For dot to G. Try to run this.
Okay, wait, I'm not sure. Wait.
Okay, it's not showing something because we are using the pi, and not using the sorry, IPYND, yeah, for this one, but that's okay.
Okay, Mister, may I take my foot out? I'm done.
Oh, okay, okay. You can go for a while, Ken.
Okay, done, Mister.
Okay, let's go. We continue, Keanu.
Yes.
Okay, let's go. We continue this one. So I think to make it faster, Keanu, because we have the limitation of time. So on here, we will go for the machine learning model, yeah, machine learning. So for this one, you can maybe copying this, yeah. I will send also in the chat. Okay, so on
Okay.
here, basically, we import the QNN so that we already learned in the previous lessons. and we go for fitting our X train, which is the training, and also the Y train, which is the predictions. Okay, you can go for here. I will send you the code in the chat box. Yeah, I've sent you in the chat box. You can also using them, and then I will make sure that I define the Y predictions equal to, we go for the model classifier. We use the predict to predict something, and then we go for the testing on here, yeah, to predict data test. So I will go for the
This is for the
sorry,
YPred.
YPrep is for prediction, for predicting something.
Okay, predict.
Okay, and also maybe for comparison, so we can also importing
Okay.
another case, yeah. Okay, I already make it perfect, so you can also copying this.
And
Okay,
what is Minkowski again? And P.
it's the matrix, yeah. It's only optional. We can also deleting this if you don't want it. We can
The
also
P.
just deleting this, just like this. If you confuse, that's okay also. So like just like the comparison, we can also deleting this just like this.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so in the first model we will go for the QNN, and then for the second model we can go for the we are using the logistic regressions, yeah, for this one. So we want to compare two models. I think we can go for this one, predictions, and then just copying this one. Okay, done.
Okay, wait. Logistic regression.
Yes.
Logistic regression.
Yeah. So
Why
basically, that's the name of the model.
wait.
The name of the model.
It didn't show up green in.
Sorry. Oh, if it's not
Oh,
showing the
in
green, we need
models.
to install. Yeah, you need to install. I think you
Never
can
mind,
also copy.
No, never mind.
Okay, can. Okay,
And
I've
this is for this logistic regression is for.
for also the model. So we will using comparison. We will compare which better using the QNN or maybe using the logistic regressions. Okay.
Okay. Is it well, what again? What? Can you repeat?
Sorry.
Can you repeat?
Sorry. What's?
Can you repeat?
Okay. So we need on here we compare the logistic regressions model output compared with QNN networks classifier output. Okay. We can also, if you want to only use the one, you can also just use the one maybe, yeah. Maybe I only want to use the Y predictions. Okay, that's okay. Maybe we can do not use this one. Maybe for the first, yeah, maybe I will use the KNN. That's okay. Just like this.
What?
On here I will
Classifier.
maybe for now, let's go. We just using the QNN first. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Okay, for now I will make the predictions. So predictions I will make it as what's the name? Dictionary, yeah. So it will be using the Y predictions compared with the real data set, yeah. Real data.
Okay.
Using what? We can use the Y train. So we have basically we have the Y prep and also the Y train for this one. Then we will make the dummy variable on here, which is ed dot data frame, and then we go for data on here, and then we just print the data result. Okay, I will try to run this, and then it will compare, yeah, our predictions based on our data. What's the
Wait.
problem?
Why is it? Why
Oh,
isn't
it's
it?
not. Sorry. Sorry.
Why is it not blue? What?
Okay, wait. Maybe for this one, I will just make it compare to 19 and 89. Yeah. So it will make the same, just like this. Sorry, what, Keanu? I will maybe see your screen. What's the? Can you click the problem? Okay. Maybe you can just try to run this first, and
Hold
you
on.
can.
Where's the terminal again?
just click the run. Just click the run. Just click the run, and you will know what's wrong on here. Okay, you want to
It's
use
not
logistic
closed, huh?
regressions. Okay.
Wait a minute, what?
On the line 69, it's
Wait,
not
wait, wait. No,
properly
no, no, no.
closed.
Why,
We
why
are
is this
not.
not? Why is this not
We are
blue?
not.
Why is
We
this
are
so
not.
blue?
We are not using these brackets, Ken. We are using the
Oh,
curly brackets anyway. We are using the curly brackets, not the box bracket. You can change that brackets. Yeah, you need to use that brackets.
okay,
Okay,
okay, okay,
good.
okay. Yes, 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 yes.
And then let's go. Yeah, maybe for this one I will try to run, and we can get the result of this. Okay, as you can see, yeah. So basically, our predictions is one, but as you can see, yeah, for this one, we compare this. As we conclude, yeah, we have the true and then
Okay,
also
wait.
false. Yeah, as you can see, for 1-1, that means we predicting correct, but when we go for not the same, that means we converting this. We prediction this for incorrect.
Okay, if it's the same,
Yeah.
if it's what, mister?
Okay, so basically, as you can see, the prediction is one on here, and then the real data is zero. That means our predictions for the number zero is incorrect. But for the second, our prediction zero and real data is zero. That means we predict the correct.
Oh,
We predict the correct.
what if it's 1-1?
1-1, that means also correct.
Okay,
Incorrect
but
is if
1-0?
we 1-0 is incorrect. It must be the same. It must be the same. 0-0, that means correct. 1-1 must that's be correct.
Wait a
Understood? So
minute.
that means
What? Oh, where are they? Where's the what?
okay. For example, yeah, maybe for this one for zero. Can you see my screen, Keanu? Okay,
Yes.
maybe for this one we have cat, but our model or prediction model is guessing it as dog. Is it correct? It must be cat, but we guessing it as dog. Is it correct?
No.
No, that's not correct. So maybe we can make it cat is zero and dog is one. Yeah, dog is one,
Yes.
and then we have cat on here, and our model is also what is zero?
It is
Zero
0.
for zero for
0 for cat.
zero for cat. So that means our model is
Wait,
correct.
wait, mister. What was it?
Okay. And then also for this one, we suggesting as dog, but this one is cat.
Mister. When I'm when I run the code, it's not like that.
Okay, let me check your code. Okay, it's because you using this dot. Do not use this dot, Keanu. You are
What
using the
dot?
dot. Okay, on here, not using the dot, but using the colon, replacing dot with colon. Okay, that means it's from 0 until 1989. Okay,
Wait, what?
can you scroll down again?
Still.
Let me check. Must put two-digit shape value. Wait. In data prediction, swipe right, real data. Okay. Can you just using this, Keanu? I will send you in the chat. Okay, that one ya, Keanu ya.
Okay, wait.
Okay, maybe after this, you just need to copy this one. Ya.
Still the same.
Still the same.
Yes.
Okay, wait. Okay, maybe because of the time, Keanu, ya, we only have the 10 minutes left. I will send you the code ya on here.
Okay, wait.
Maybe I will not using this for now. Okay, you can just replacing the logistic with this one, Keanu. So after that, we will get the result, which is the digital edu.csv result on here, yeah. Okay, I've sent you in the chat. You can also using this. You can replace the from line 55, you can delete them and then just using my code.
Okay, wait.
And I will tell you a bit about this code. What's this code means.
Still the same to me, sir.
Wait, can you scroll up a little bit? What's the reason? Can you scroll up? Oh, I think. Okay, can we add the correlations, adding this parenthesis on the correlation? Okay, run this again.
Oh yeah, this one.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, as you can see, we are already doing the prediction can on here, and yeah, that's done. And now we also
Okay.
already convert and downloading the file just like this. Can you see this? The result digital edu. That means our model is already done, Keanu. Congratulations. So what we
Okay.
have doing right now, we already converting the data, and we doing the testing. We compare our training to the testing data set, and we get the result. Until here, any questions, Keanu? Don't forget to send the task anyway, yeah. Don't forget to click the
Yeah.
send the task. Okay. Any questions until here?
No. Okay. No questions.
No questions. Okay. If no questions, let's go. We just go back to the presentations because we still have the time, yeah, for the 10 minutes. Let's go. We finish the presentations first.
Yes.
I think I need to change my share screen. Can you see my presentations, Keanu?
Yes, I guess here presentation.
Okay. Okay. So now we will go for the maybe just like the some kind of information for this, yeah, which is the team registrations on the Kaggle here. So we will try to creating teams on Kaggle. Each participants creates a team on Kaggle.com on here. And then we will try to go to the team tab. So basically we can just go for the team tab. And then we need to enter the name of the team and also we just need to save it. And then the participant the highest score will becomes the captain. They have to send the request to the others to get them to join their team. And then we need to enter the name of the team. What's the name on here? You can just type, and then we need to send the request to other participant on here. And then it must be
Okay.
each participant must be also accept the request themselves on here, yeah. Just click the join this team. And then the team has been formed on this one, yeah. So we need to apply the model to the test data to make the predictions. We need to also save the predicted data in the CS format, and also we need to also upload the resulting file to the kaggle.com, yeah, to finishing this. Okay, so maybe that's it, Kenny, for our lessons, yeah, for today. So maybe it's just like the additional machine learning methods that you can also explore. So different and more complex methods for solving the classification problem can be used to improve the model separation and accuracy, yeah. Just like the previous Kanu, we learned about logistic regressions, and we compare this with the QNN, which is the QNN networks. We can use both of them, and we can also compare which the models that perform good enough on our model. So for the classifier, for example, we have the name is the decision tree classifier. So decision tree classifier is a method for making decisions that consists of the nodes and also leaves. Yeah. So basically just like the tree, which have the nodes and also the leaves. The nodes are conditions, just like the if else, and then the leaves are the answers, yeah, which is the solutions options. So basically just like this, we have the nodes and also the leaves. As you can see, maybe for the sex, the entropy, the samples, the value, and also the class, we can add this, which is it's the for the nodes, yeah, which represents a combinations of multiple rules using the logical operations. And also we have the lead, which is it will represent a possible solutions when the variable have the specific values on here. And then example of the part of the tree, as you can see, we have the node and also the lead. It's a node, 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 and on here we have the leaf, yeah, which is we have the entropy, and then the second this one we have also the entropy. So basically we have the kind of the leaves here on our node.
Okay.
And the more data we have, the tree will be bigger, Keanu. If we have a 1 million of data, it will be bigger. Okay, just like this one, the decisioning process of the computer, yeah, how the computer perform, how the machine learning perform by using the classifier. Basically, just like this, it will go basically for this node, maybe this go here, and it will try to finding the best solutions. Maybe go here, and then after that we'll go here. Or maybe on this case, maybe go here, and maybe it will go here, and so on. Yeah, it will finding the best solutions for the data. Building a decision tree means building a sequence of it if then rules. Yeah, the sequence should lead to the correct answer, taking the shortest possible route. And once you have a tree, the algorithm, yeah, iterates through all possible options and also finds the one that is the most accurate in the terms of predicting the values of the target variable. So example of decision with the one node, as you can see, we have the tree is simple, and then the accuracy is low, as you can see. It must be filling this line, but as you can see, the node is outside them, which is that means it's not good enough. The accuracy is low, and also the upper and also lower parts contain points of different classes. So that means it's not good enough for this one. And then for this one, when we have the two nodes, as you can see, the accuracy has improved, because it's touched the line now more rather than before, because we have more nodes, or more line we can say. But on here, the area still contains point of different classes. Okay, so basically number of nodes, the data is repeatedly split to build the tree until we get an acceptable level of accuracy. So when we have the good accuracy, it will also, when we have the good, maybe the nodes, we have the more nodes, it will get better of accuracy for this one. And then for making this happen, we have the name for this is the support vectors method, which is the linear algorithm that creates a curve of the hyperplane dividing the data into classes. Which is on here, we have the curve is the for two features, and also we have the hyperplane is for the three or maybe or more features for this one. And then for our operating algorithm, we have the algorithm starts works by selecting a random curve on here, or maybe the hyperplane for this one. And it will try to, at each iterations, it will try to improve the accuracy and then its divisions of data into the classes. So basically the support vector method or maybe SVM just like this. As you can see, it will make our model better. It will be more fitted the data. Okay, basically it will go for the step-by-step process. We perform the step 1 and then go for step 2 and then step 3 until we get the better decisions or maybe better accuracy for this one. And then we have also the method named naive Bayes. So basically it's the classifications, also algorithm that assumes characteristics in each class are independent of each other. So on here, the method is simple, and also it's also effective when working with the large data set. So when we have the working large data set, it will be more good enough for using this. Example for number 1 on here, maybe we have the trend data set contains some basic weather, just like characteristic, like maybe sunny, windy, stormy, and etc. And then target variable is maybe the flight. So based on the weather conditions, we need to determine whether the flight will be canceled or will not on this one. And then the formula, we will try to find the probability of each event occurring and whether the flight actually takes place or maybe not. And a table is created on here. And the class with the higher probability is recorded as the predicted result for this one. And then we have also the spam filtering emails, basically. When we go for Gmail, we can find for, what's the name, category name spam. So basically it will categorize the bad or maybe good emails or maybe spam email and so on. So it will make some email that contains like information like discount, free only 2-day promo code, and etc. to be spam because it we got that information often Maybe you got the offer from the some kinds of product. That means it will go for the spam. Now spammers have learned how to bypass this method, and they add more words with a good rating for this one. Okay, so now for discussions, the last discussion, maybe it's about the types of machine learning tasks. So type of the task, we have looked tasks where machine learning can be trained based on some data, but there are also situations when the target variable has no values. That means that the machine learning doesn't have the data that it can ask to learn how to predict the result for this one. So basically for machine learning, we have the two kind of this, we have the supervised machine learning and also unsupervised machine learning. Supervised learning, that means it learning with the teacher. That means we teach them. It knows the value of the target variable. And also we have also unsupervised learning. That means it learning without teacher. That means you're not
the value of the target variable.
Yeah, you are not teaching them. The machine learning must learn just alone. We don't need to teach them. It doesn't know the value of the target variable. That means we are not teaching them. So the unsupervised. The highlights the different types of tasks for each type of machine learning. So as you can see, when we go for the classifications, that means for the labeling, that means for the supervised, because it's with the teacher, we can go for classifications and also regressions. So classification, that means we need to divide the objects according to a previously known characteristic. And also for regressions, we need to predict the number. So for classifications, we need to divide objects. And for regressions, we need to predict the number. So that's the difference for the using the supervised. And for the unsupervised, that means without the teacher, we can go for clustering. It's just like similar to classifications, but we need to divide the objects into groups according to previously unknown characteristics, yeah. And then also we have the associations, yeah. So basically on here, we need to find the patterns in the data and make recommendations. Maybe just like the recommendations of maybe when you watching the YouTube channel, you will find some related videos right on your home because you
Yes.
you watch it, you watch the videos often. Maybe on also in the Netflix, maybe you often watch the action movies. It will recommending you the action movies because it's
Yes.
go for the
That
using the machine
is,
learning.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
machine learning.
yeah. An example for the clustering, we can go for the based on geographical locations, data, and also state of their economy. It will try to divide the countries according to their economic situations, and for the association, it will try to recommendations for an online stores shopping basket based on analysis of the products and also their most often both together. And also, yeah, we have also this one, the Pedro Domingos, yeah, which is the master algorithm, how the quest for the ultimate learning machine will remake our world. You can also read this book, maybe Keanu, yeah, which is the non-technical literature that we can use to continue studying machine learning in easy and also interesting way. Yeah, when we go for you want to learn about this, you can go for this book. Okay. So basically, that's it, Keanu, for our today's lesson. So in the next module, we will
Yes.
touch on a new area, which is we will try to go for the 3D games. Yeah, we will go for the Pandas 3D. Yeah, we will discuss the important business concept of the competitions for the next week.
Of competition.
Yeah. Until here, any questions, Keanu?
No questions.
Okay. So basically, we just finished our today's lessons. Yeah. So we have learned about the last lessons. We go for the educational competitions in the Kaggle, and we already finished. Yeah, you already submit this. For this one, for today's, you already created the machine learning models that able to predict the based on the training data set and also the testing data set, yeah, for today's lessons by using some kinds of tools just like the label encoder. We used also some kind of models like logistic regressions and also using the QNN modeling. Maybe that's it from me. Maybe if you have no questions, maybe before we finish, can you summarize, Keanu, what you've learned for today? Can you give
We
me?
learn about machine learning
Yes,
and like to use like more of the watcha the modules
modules, yeah.
to further utilize the further utilize machine. And yeah, we learn more about testing and training.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Okay, maybe that's it, Keanu. Yeah. Thank you so much for summarizing the course. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, we learned about them that you already said. Okay, maybe that's it, Keanu. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining the lessons. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask me. Thank you, and see you in the next lessons, Keanu. Have a great night.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye.